Hey guys, Todd from COSN coming at you again. I know, another video, right? Hey, so I was thinking about doing some update videos on the K-5 Blazer, the bug out build. I was looking at that, had a couple people ask me, well, they've asked me over the years that I've been gone. They've also asked me recently to get some update videos on the K-5 Blazer. So basically what I'm going to do, because I've done a lot of work over the last 5 years and didn't do any videos. And right now I'm pulling it apart to finish all the weldments, get everything painted, get the Blazer painted, put it back together, and we're on to final testing, which will be freaking amazing because it's been in my shop, for those people that don't know me, for about 12 to 13 years. So it's time to get this project done. Yes, I just, time-wise, I haven't had a lot of time through those 12 years to get everything done. So everything I've done on this K-5, there's a lot of things you can't just buy, you have to build. And there's a lot of things I wanted to do, and I had to build it, fabricate it, weld it, so forth and so on. So with that being said, I'm just going to break down the vehicle right now, the way it sits. So I'm going to give you a really quick video of underneath the hood and what I've done underneath there. And this will be episode 18. 17 was on security panels that I put on the inside, which was a long time ago, and I didn't even have the engine in then. So now the engine's in. Maybe I should start with that. And then we're going to go just over the engine, what I've done underneath the hood, and for episode 18. And then we'll go to 19, so forth. We'll do the interior and take a look at that, what I've done, and we'll look at the carriage and everything else. So let's go ahead and jump over to the K-5, which is right there. We're going to jump over to that, and I'll show you the inside of the engine bay and what I've basically done. And well, there's a lot that I've done to this thing. So first off, and I believe I had it on another video, but first off, on the actual frame, if you run big tires on a K-5, you need to support your frame. So with Off-Road Design, I bought a lot of parts from them, welded in some extra plates and even a rock crawler basically brace to brace that steering gearbox so that we won't get a crack at the frame. We can do some great off-roading adventures and it'll hold up to the abuse. And if you've actually done off-roading, you know what kind of abuse that is. But overlanding, if you're actually overlanding, go over some pretty rough stuff for long periods of time, you will definitely test your vehicle. There will be things that will break. You'll have sensors, if it's a newer vehicle, you have sensors going off. I mean, it's rough. So a lot of things I've done to this vehicle, I made to take that kind of beating. So with that being said, I put a 383 stroker engine in it. I had some issues with the carburation. This is the third carburetor that's on it. And not to say Holley's a bad carburetor at all. I like Holley's, but this does sit for a while. The first Holley that was on it had a stuck choke, and I went through that, went to a 750 Edelbrock. Now we're at a 650 Edelbrock. Finally tuned out. I did finally figure out where I was losing power, where my loss of power is in the power curve. So I need to go to an 1800 RPM stall converter in the transmission to actually get that super low end off of drive. Now for low, things like that and the re-gearing, man, it is a monster. And I'll show you a video of that later because I have had this out. It does run just like here. Running, and it is pretty amazing. Now, with that being said, I did change the alternator out, and here it is right here. But I changed the alternator out to, instead of the stock alternator, I went to a 140 amp marine alternator because I'm running a ton of lights. I've got the radio gear. I've just got a lot of electronics, so this is going to help out a lot in combination with, of course, dual batteries that I installed with the actual controller that's over here. Now I put the controller in all of my relays inside of a waterproof box, so it keeps them out of the mud. I have not on, you guys probably can't see that, but I will show you later. I have shock towers, and I'm gonna back those shock towers so I don't get a lot of flinging mud and water in here. So anyway, so I have all that electronic gear inside of this waterproof box, and that includes the dual battery charger, which is all electronic. So if I'm pulling a lot of amps, it'll know which side to pull from or from both and to charge. Keeps it nice and equal. Now, with that being said, I do have a lot of relays in here for the winch. I have another relay for the hidden cutoff, and of course some power hubs. And the power hubs come in handy when I'm running power all over the place. In my electrical video, I talk about that, which I'll talk about that again in some more update videos. With that being said, of course, you can see this is my filter system. It goes into the tube system. So I had to kind of meal this together from a couple different places to get the snorkel to actually fit and work. I heated it up to get it to mold to the body better. It works really good. Now, with the snorkel kit, of course, you guys know that losing snorkel heads is a pain in the butt, and that's why you see a cable on some Jeeps that will protect that snorkel head. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave it loose because it's so far kicked out, I can't really protect it without caging it, and then it looks kind of retarded. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run a cable from the head unit to the body unit, and if it pops off, cable will catch it, and I can put it back on out in the field. Super simple. I don't have to worry about doing a whole bunch more fab and going down that road. But anyway, so there it is, basically in a nutshell. I just kind of want to give you guys an update. I do have a dual core aluminum radiator with 2 fan sets, 2 14-inch actual electrical fans, of course, all on kill switches too as well. So I can kill my fans if I hit some water or some deep water. I can kill those fans so they don't blow apart. But they are all controllable from the inside and auto, of course, with temperature. And I do have a transmission fan inside of here. It's not just the radiator for the transmission. It's actually got a fan unit, so I can actually cool it down even further with stainless steel braided lines going to the transmission. And pretty much what I was thinking of in 383, so I did go right up to the wall of 400 horse. People are like, oh my God, as bug out video, you're gonna be sucking fuel. And you're right. You're absolutely right. So I've been toying with a couple of different ideas. This vehicle was designed for something very specific, and I'll go into that in a later video. That's why this engine was picked. But I am also looking at a 12 or 24 valve Cummins to put in this, which would be super cool, with an adapter plate going to the 400 turbo transmission. And with that transmission, I have all the, had it fully rebuilt, has all freaking heavy duty clutch packs. The only thing I need to do, like I said, is get an 1800 stall converter because of the way this horsepower to combination of weight works. That's for another video. So anyway, that is the engine compartment. If you have any questions or anything you want to ask me about it, I know I didn't go over into super detail. I did do a complete, all this wiring is me. I did all of the wiring, redid everything from front to rear. It's all completed. And like I said, you've seen it run. And I can't wait to get it on the road and then have some adventures, show you guys some adventures, show you the capabilities and why I built it the way I did. So anyway, like I said in a lot of prior videos, prepare your communities, be positive, and always, they always say it, prepare for the worst, but hope for the best, And I keep seeing a lot of videos out there of the doom and gloom, and I get it. This world isn't the world we used to live in the 1980s or 1990s. But be positive. Prepare your communities. Stay prepared. Stay ready. All right. I'll see you guys on the next video.